Recording.
Buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. Buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. I made 1,000%. Cut the reverse of the deal. I had to take me a risk. That's why I'm living like this. I made 1,000%. Cut the reverse of the deal.
Yo, what's good with it, Pack fam? It's your boy, Mr. Check My Resume, here to bring you my weekly watch list for the week of August the 15th. So without any further ado, we about to get into these plays and make it happen for the week. You know, we've been on a dead run for these last 5-6 weeks. It's just been insane with the plays and the amount of wins that we've hit on as a group collectively. We've been putting in the work and we've been seeing the results of that work. So without any further ado, let's get into these plays. The first one I want to dive into is Pfizer, ticker PFE. And if you were tracking with us on Friday for 0 day, Pfizer was one of those we were looking at to potentially take off, and it did exactly what it intended to do. It's actually one of those that went off immediately after market open, and so a lot of folks didn't even get an opportunity to take advantage of the movement there. So a couple things I'm looking at on Pfizer. First of which was just the outstanding data they had Friday, but more importantly, I'm looking at this reversal potentially on the week. We're looking at a 2-2 rev strat above $50.39 on Pfizer here, and so we're looking for a couple things to happen once that level triggers. We're looking for it to take the month back green at 51.47, and we're looking to take the quarter back green at around 52.04. So we're looking at a couple things to happen, so that'll put us back in continuity. I'm sorry, and my level on the month to go back green is at 50.32, excuse me. So Pfizer, first one I'm looking at, very strong looking setup there. So I want to jump into discretionaries really quick. One of my favorites that I like to play in the past, and that is eBay. So here looking at eBay, a couple setups that we're looking at, a couple potential triggers. First off, we're looking at an inside day here on eBay, looking at a 3-1-2 here, Chicago above $49.48. We're looking at a couple things. I think if you're looking more a shorter term trade, this potential level here, if this $50.19 would be an area that you could potentially look at as a first target. Definitely not an exit for the type of trade we're looking at here. We're looking for some long movement on this one. So first off here, we're going down to the week. Screen together. Looking at an inside week after the shooter the week before. So we had a very strong showing this week off the bottom of that, off the reversal, off the broadening formation. So now we're looking for this 2-1-2 on the week above 49.52. Our level here is only 4 cents away from the daily trigger. So we got a potential for this one to kind of push up very quickly. And I'm looking at a conservative level of about $55 ultimately on eBay for this trade. So that'll be what I'm looking at. We do have a volume gap here on the volume shelf at around $50.19. That's a key level. We get through that level, I can see us really start to move. So that's what I'm looking at first in discretionaries is eBay. Second thing here, this is one in the Vegas stocks, ones that I've been liking a lot. They've actually started kind of pushing up through some levels. This is one of those things I suspected some time ago, but we're looking here at MGM first off. MGM had a gap up a couple weeks ago or a week and a half ago. Came in contact with that yearly BF, kind of pulled down, filled the gap, now reversing back up, give us this V-shaped recovery to go back and retest this broadening formation here, which is a yearly level. We're looking at a 2-1-2 on a day, and that's above, what is this, $35.64. So that'll be my first level here on excuse me, on MGM. Moving on, we've got the week here, which we've got an inside week close with a very strong hammer. Looking at $35.81 as a level for entry on the week. So we've got these two trigger points, the day and the week, that look very strong. If we continue to get bullish momentum to the upside as we have over these last month or so, this one will continue up. We'll see a little push back on this broadening formation. But again, if we continue to see the bullish activity we have, I have no other expectation that we'll eventually push through this broadening formation. So that brings me to my next ticker, which is also a Vegas stock and one that I am in. And that is Wynn Resorts, WYNN. So we're looking at Wynn for actually one trigger that I'm looking at. I'm in this play already long. We took it off the bottom of this macro broadening formation here, and we are looking to push this one up back to the top of the range. I think for a couple folks, I think for, conservatively, I say $75 is kind of the overall target. Depending on the type of time you have on your contracts, that can determine how far you want to take this one. But I think 75 is a decent level for those looking for those short to intermediate trades. So here on the day, we're just looking for a bullish continuation here on the day above $68.77. So we're right at the trigger point there. We do have daily broadening formation there, but again, we are looking long, so we don't see this one as something that will kind of stop our trade from going in the direction we want it to go. So again, this could be a potential point to add to your position or what have you if you're already in this position like me. So again, that's Wynn Resorts, WYNN, the ticker. And my last ticker here in the discretionary sector is McDonald's, MCD. Big Run, as we call it here in the pack. So here on Big Run, we're looking at a potential 212. We close with a very strong inside day above those broadening formations. So we're looking for continuation, 212 above 262.51 as our level there. Also on the week, we had a 2 down week, but a very strong hammer. So we're looking for this reversal 2-2 rev on the week, which will give us a TTO above 263.71. Which then, if we get those triggers, that should push our month back green above 262.54. So we're really close to turning back the month green there. And we'll be trading into continuity again on McDonald's. So that's it for discretionaries. So to move over into energy. Energy is one of those, your boy, I alerted the pack about energy back in December. We took advantage of it. We saw the pull down. We told folks we had until June 17th to take advantage of the run up. We saw the big pull down June 17th. So now we're seeing a reversal back to the upside, but we also are seeing a squeeze here on CVX. So we got these double inside weeks, but we've got actually a few triggers on CVX. So first and foremost, I'm looking at the day. We've got a 2-2 rev above this 159.91 level here, which is the level of a broadening formation. But again, if we've got this thing in force here, we can see this thing breaking above the broadening formation. But what I see is this thing wedging and continuing to squeeze for a bit before it eventually breaks out. So we'll be waiting on this one to break. But you got the daily trigger here at this 159.91 level. And then we're moving to the week. And then we move to the week here. We got double inside weeks, and we're looking at a level of 161.16 for our level for entry there to trigger. And then just to add a little more sauce to it, we got a 322 potential here on the month above 164.66. So we're getting a little bit closer to that level. Currently, we are red on the month, but we turn the month back green at 161.18. So here on CVX, we got a potential banger that could push up. And we're looking at this one maybe about the 185 range. Excuse me, to push up. So keep an eye on CVX, Chevron. Next one I want to talk about is Occidental, Oxy. So here on Oxy, we close with an inside day on Friday. Looking for a bullish continuation here on the day above 66.07. We had a 2-2 rev on the week last week, and we also triggered the month, but ever so slightly. We didn't trigger the month completely in force. So if you didn't catch that trigger, just be aware that That Oxy trigger is right at the trigger level. So you could take advantage of this daily entry right here to get in for your long setup. And we'll be looking at Oxy to keep moving up as it has been off of this TTO. Maybe go back and push that $74 range where it got rejected last time. So Oxy's been a monster trade for us this year. Just been killer, just been paying the pack well, taking care of us. So Occidental, another one to keep your eye on. Very strong setup. We know what the bullishness is about it. Liking the energy as well this week. XOM is my next ticker in energy. Well, with Exxon Mobil. Looking at the close of the inside day on Monday, as well as the inside week, very strong closes to both the day and the week. We are looking at a daily bullish continuation above 94.02. And then we are looking at a 212 on the week above 94.30. Also, we're still inside on the month. We're red. We'll go back green at 94.79, which then we'll be, we'll be testing this monthly trigger of 97.52 to take the month back to the upside 2-2 round. And again, we're still inside on the quarter, but we're pushing up. We've got a little ways to go to take the quarter 2 up. So XOM looks very strong here. A lot of the energy setups looking very, very good. Last one I'm going to talk about here, energy. I know a couple of bros looking at MRO as well, so I'm not going to bring up that one, but it's VLO. VLO does not have any micro triggers, but it does have a monthly trigger that it is very close to breaking. We are looking at a 322 potentially on the month above 115.60. So we are very close to this VLO trigger. So we're looking to take this one potentially back up to first target here on this 3 on the month at 146.81. You would need some time to do that, but we see potential here with VLO. I think first level you should reasonably look at is the 125 level on VLO. Then I would say 133 before you get to that 148 level. So plan your trades accordingly. You may not have time to make it all the way to magnitude. So just understand what your time can buy you. So VLO looks very good. Looks like it will continue this week. So moving out of energy, I want to jump into staples really quick. There's one that we just kind of just been moving on the sneak tip. We want to make sure we paying it some attention. We're right here at a broad information on a lot of these tickers. But as we move up and we keep on continuing to be bullish, we're gonna have to get through some levels to do that. And it looks like the market is decided that it wants to push up for now. So we can only play what's in front of us. So right now we are looking at a potential break on the week inside week here of 132.84 for Walmart. We're looking to take this one back. I'm not gonna go for magnitude of this candle from May, which will put us at 154.599. I'm probably looking more so at the 146 range as a target for me on Walmart. But I like the setup. I like what it could potentially do. So yeah, this one looks nice. We'll be breaking another range here at Walmart. So keep going with the staples theme. Let's talk about KO. Shout out that boy Browns trades. One of those, OG Coke holders. So we got here a couple inside setups on Coke. First off on the day, we're looking at a Chi-Town setup above 63.76. Very close to trigger there. And then on the week, we're looking at a 212 above 63.99. So we got triggers that are very close in proximity. We'll take the month back green above 64.09 because we are 2 up on the month, but we are red. So we'll be looking to take the month back green at that level. And we're still inside on the quarter. Coat looks good. Looks like we're looking to go push up to try the 64.75 range. If you look where I'm looking at next on Coat. All right, keep the theme of staples going here. Last one is staples for me, and that's Pepsi. That's Coke's, rival or whatever you want to call it. We got Pepsi here pushing up, about to come in contact with the weekly BF. For those of us that are looking for a longer swing, that shouldn't be an issue for us. So we're looking at a 212 above 177.38. And again, looks like we'll be pushing all-time highs on Pepsi to once we break this level. So we'll be looking to push it. I will be looking for the next psychological level around 180. for Pepsi. So again, this is one that, you know, the pack has already been in and alerted. I know Boss Game VIP alerted this one some weeks back. So this one here will be a continuation play. Finish out this run of Pepsi. This one looks very solid. We'll be wrapping it up. Right. So now we're out of staples. We want to talk about industrials really quick. First one in the industrials I want to talk about is Caterpillar. This thing here is, you know, another one that, you know, I alerted this one a few weeks ago in the pack. Again, this one here has been moving up ever since. We are looking at a double inside week break here above 196.97. Also, we are looking at, looks like we have not triggered the month yet, so we're looking at a 322 potentially on the month above 199.49 on Caterpillar. This one here looks very good, but I'm really focused on this double inside week break here and see what we get on this trigger. So Caterpillar looks a very strong continuation play, very good. I mean, a lot of folks are in this one, so it's just more so for folks who haven't been in or anybody who wants to add the positions or anything like that. Caterpillar looks strong. Next one here I want to talk about is LMT, Lockheed Martin. This one here has been like a little bit all over the place, but it looks like we now decided we want to break through this broader formation and push up. So we targeted, we're going towards this 440 range next, but it looks like we did have an inside week last week with the hammer close. Levels I have here on LMT is a 212 above 434.29. So again, looking at the 440 level initially, then ultimately 460 or just north of 460 is what I'm targeting as well for that. And then if secondary trigger could be that 322 on the month here above 434.96. I can give you that 322 on the month as well for LMT. So that's one, and I'm also in as well. So, you know, I'm in those for, I think I expire September. So LMT is another one. Very, very good. I like. We just picked up a $3.3 billion contract on LMT recently. So that one again, looking very strong. Okay, last sector I want to talk about here is information technology. One of my favorite setups of the week, and that is AMD. We're looking at AMD here with the close of the inside day on Friday. We closed at a level of $100.83. We're looking for a bullish continuation on the day above 101.40. And then if you drop down to the week, we close with an inside hammer almost. Looking here, looking for a 212 above 102.37. And we're looking to take this one back to the 110 level on AMD, depending on the time that you have. With the fundamentals and bullish news and information behind this sector, I think you could pretty much buy some longer contracts and be okay. So you just a function of what time you have on your contracts and where you're targeted. But you have broad information levels all the way up. So just be mindful of that and plan your trades accordingly. The AMD looks very bullish. And just one other ticker that I wanted to highlight here, and that is NVDA. Similar setup to AMD. We're looking at an inside, or actually this one gives us a 2-down rev strat week setup. So we're looking at a 2-2 rev on the week above 187.18. And we're looking to take AMD to the 200 level, then above 210 and potentially up to this 240 level once we get through this initial broad information area. So you got to have some time and a little patience. And then also we've already triggered on the month. So we are trying to push up to see as we can continue moving up. But we did TTO last week. Looks like we'll be pushing up some more this week. So NVIDIA, AMD, those are the two, and information technology I'm focusing on for the week. There's plenty of other setups out there, but I wanted to keep it kind of focused in on those ones that I'm really looking at for the week. So with that, I'm gonna let y'all have it, and I'll catch y'all in the Discord, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Peace.